All right.
The Lives of the Cowboys, brought to you by Trailblazer Table Napkins. Brighten up mealtime out on the dusty trail with festive dinner napkins from Trailblazer. No matter what you're serving, squirrel, possum, groundhog, or fried cactus, Trailblazer Napkins makes everything nice and cheerful. And now, here's today's exciting adventure.
Well, Dusty and me, we hauled up here in St. Paul, Minnesota, and we got ourselves a nice job at the Minnesota State Fair, running one of the big parking lots there.
Yeah, it turns out drivers are pretty much like cattle, except not quite as bright. So we used extreme techniques to get them to do what we wanted.
And we're able to move them right along, though the State Fair office did get some complaints.
You did a very fine job, gentlemen. Usually it takes an hour to empty the lot after the grandstand show, and by gosh, you got it done in 8.5 minutes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, but maybe you shouldn't yell at people and refer to them as pesky varmints.
Okay.
I mean, these are paying customers and taxpayers.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Point well taken.
And shooting your pistols in the air is probably unwise.
Yes, well, we'll be careful in the future.
Yes, well, I'm afraid there won't be a future. We're transferring you to the midway. Oh, this way, please. Over here.
So we tried working on the midway. A lot of business going on. A lot of noise. Dusty worked the horse race. He liked that okay.
Okay, folks, you pull your triggers at the sound of the bell. It's water racing, water chasing time. Come in and win, folks. Just aim your gun in the center. Watch. I'm going to show you how to do it. That's all, folks. You aim at the center. It's anything in the house, you pick it out, okay? And they're off. And 7's got the lead on 18, and 12's coming up strong. 9's still behind. 6 is playing tricks. Who's it going to be? Keep them balls rolling. Keep them horses strolling. Okay, he's done it. He won it. Go shopping, kid. Anything on the lower shelf. Who wants to get in on the action? Put your money down. Let's go to town. Nothing to it. Anyone can do it. Be a winner and win a chicken dinner. Come on, folks. Step right up here. I'll help you.
Meanwhile, I was in the ticket booth with a man named Ricky, although someone else called him Junior, so I'm not sure.
Hey, most of us who work the midway rides are wanted criminals. You know that, right? I mean, you can tell by the fact that we wear tattoos.
Oh.
I taught 3rd grade for 6 months, and one day I took the children down to the boiler room, tied them up, and stuffed hankies in their mouths. For that, I was sent to a mental hospital, but I managed to escape and then worked the tilt-a-whirl. Yeah, sometimes I saw those kids up on the tilt-a-whirl, and I'd whirl them around, and I'd think, how much centrifugal force can they take? How much can they take? And that's when they took me off the ride and put me in the ticket booth.
A lot of interesting characters at the fair. People you might never meet in the workaday world. People like Luann.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was a grad student in medieval history at Yale University, and my thesis was on the erotic aspects of carnival. So I came to work here as research, working in the corn dog booth. Stick the wiener on the stick, dip it in the dough, stick it in the deep fat. You get like a machine after a while. You dream about it all night. Corn dogs is what turned me into a vegan. Yes, sir. I never touch meat anymore. Turned me against men, too. I dropped out of Yale, moved into a trailer. Now I just go from show to show. After this, I go down to Missouri, then Texas. Yeah, corn dogs, that's what I do. Corn dog girl, that's what they call me. And guess what? There is no erotic meaning in carnivals. None. I ought to know. I did the research.
The fair in the carnival world is kind of its own world. People stay in it their whole lives.
I have worked at the beer garden for 47 years now, and I learned all about beer from my father. He told me that it's all the same. Budweiser, German, Czech, itty-bitty breweries, big factory breweries. There's no difference. As we say back home, ich möchte was sein und das haben sie.
Okay, but you got lager, you got porter, you got stouts, you got ale.
It's all beer. People want an import, I put it in a fancy glass. But it's all hams.
Hams? I thought hams went out of business.
No, they just changed names. Sammet, Coors, Harp, Heineken, Leinenkugel. It's all hams. They asked for Guinness, I put in a tablespoon of black molasses.
Never a complaint in 47 years.
What, no complaints, really?
I said never a complaint. Nein, nobody ever sent back their beer. Ich möchte besagtes Aufenthalt.
And then there was Lucille. She'd been a trick rider in the rodeo, and she suffered a serious back injury doing a triple somersault on a palomino, riding through the arena in dim light. And then she became a rodeo singer.
So, what about you? You gonna stick with carnival work, or you gonna go back to being a cowboy?
Oh, I don't know, darling. Life on the trail, it's a rough life, I tell you. It makes you lonely, and at the same time, it makes you unattractive, which is a cruel irony. I looked at myself shaving this morning. I looked like I'd been embalmed, and it wore off.
Come on. I think you're very earthy looking. You know, I'm really into guys with big bushy eyebrows. And even more into guys with all that nasal hair. Oh. Men with a used look about them. Men who look like they've been broken.
Well, I've been broke and seriously bad at the same time. She and I entered the State Fair duet contest with a song that she wrote. I think she was kind of sweet on me, though she did have a boyfriend named Alvin who had a bird act at the fair, doing 8 shows a day.
Okay, I gotta go, hon. Yeah.
Okay, gotta go, hon.
Oh, shut up. Come on. Shut up. Hey, don't shut your mouth. I'm gonna spit in your eye.
Okay, spit in my eye.
What's for supper tonight, hon?
Oh, meatloaf.
Hey, I'm warning you.
I'm warning you.
One more peep out of you and I'll fly you to the moon, mister.
Peep.
Oh, very funny.
Thank you.
That was a good song that we did, but too good for the judge, this old battle axe named Mrs. Swanson.
Okay, contestants number 13, take your places now. State the title of your first number, please.
This one's called Cowboys Reverie.
Cowboys Reverie. No, this is supposed to be a love song. You know that.
It is. Come on, really. You who are on a horse must ride a course across the prairie with guys with shifty eyes. You hope your daughters do not marry. Teach your children they should try to stay up on the saddle and not to drink the water that is downstream from the cattle. Tell them always wear a grin and don't spit into the wind. Try to stay away from gin and stick with orange juice.
I'm sorry, the judges have decided this is not a love song. Next contestant, please. Step right up here now.
Well, I thought we sounded really good together, Lefty. Hey, maybe we ought to form a duo and go on the road.
Yeah, we could do that, I guess, but if we did, then we'd have a schedule to follow, and I haven't kept a schedule in 40 years, kid. To have to be somewhere on a particular day, it would just drive me berserk. I'd be thinking about it for weeks in advance. I just can't do it.
I mean, maybe alcohol would help you. You thought about that?
What?
Good, steady, hard drinking. It's gotten a lot of musicians through with the crazy schedule and stuff.
I know. I'm kind of old for that kind of experimentation, kid.
Well, think about it if you would. Alvin, my boyfriend, he's looking for a new act.
Oh, really?
Hey,
Right?
hey, can you drive a truck?
I can drive a truck.
Come on, shut up.
You shut up.
We do 20 towns in September, so you could...
We do 20 towns in September.
You want a knuckle sandwich, bird brain?
Give me a knuckle sandwich.
I'll give you a knuckle sandwich.
Oh, yeah? Well, who's going to be singing What a Wonderful Day, World, huh?
I'll find someone. Don't you worry about it.
I see trees of green. Red robins too. Me and you stuck like glue.
Shut up, come on.
I don't think it's going to work out, darling. It's a wonderful idea. Happy trails.
The Lives of the Cowboys, brought to you by Trailblazer Napkins. Join us again in the near future for another exciting Western adventure.
Sue Scott, Tim Russell, Fred Newman, Mr. Dan Rowles, Aoife Donovan.